Welcome back, everybody. It's your two favorite boys. Count them, two favorite boys from the podcast from Saturdays to Sunday. I'm Kale.
I'm Cam.
And he's back after a couple episode layover. My other half is back.
I am back. I'm a little nasally.
Yeah, a little jet lag.
I got the travel sickness a little bit, but I'm here. I'm excited. I'm ready for college football.
So I thought in the celebration I would hold off to make our 30th episode with my boy. I didn't want to do that by myself, so I made a decision and was like, I got to have Cam here. So
I appreciate that.
Yeah, we're going to kind of lump in college today, and then I didn't do an NFL. We both, should I say, didn't do an NFL episode last week, so we're going to cram it in Thursday, so I can't wait. But it's college today.
It'll be a double NFL, just a little catch-up. But yeah, today's college. It's still bowl season. I was able to watch when I had Wi-Fi in Mexico because I forgot to tell T-Mobile I'm going to Mexico, so I had zero service outside the house.
It's great.
But I was still able to watch some, check up on scores with the people that did have service. Some of the games that happened since Kale's episode. Toledo, Louisville. Toledo put up a good fight after losing their head coach. They lost all their coaching staff. They lost all their players. But 22-27 final. It was a good game for Toledo. Louisville came out with that win. And then Western Kentucky beat Southern Miss 27-16.
Yeah.
We both took Western Kentucky. Most people did. Not a lot to talk about that game. UNLV, Ohio, though. Because with Ohio, I don't know if you saw some of the reasons coming out that they let their coach go. Bit of an alcohol problem. Also had some stuff with some student, kind of assistant people.
I didn't know that. A Sharon Moore type thing?
Some bad things around that. But Ohio is doing what Ohio we've known they do. They
win bowl games.
They played well. 17-10 finals, kind of a slugfest. For Ohio, UNLV is kind of crumbling right now. I don't know if you saw with Anthony Calandria. We'll get into transfer portal stuff later, but he reportedly went on a podcast, said he's staying, and then 10 days later said he's leaving. So I don't know if the bowl game had anything to do with that, but
maybe.
Good for Ohio, good for the Bobcats. And then California versus Hawaii, technically a home game for Hawaii. It was the Hawaii Bowl. They came back. A little comeback fashion in the second half, won 35-31. There's a bit of a scuffle after. Don't talk about that because I don't want to give them. It was actually bad. But,
it's bad.
Cal, they're still fine. They're going to be good. They still have to rebuild right now. They got a new head coach coming in. They're going to be fine.
They got their quarterback.
The quarterback's staying. But, 31-35 final was a fun game. And then last Friday, Central Michigan versus Northwestern. Tough outing for Central Michigan. 34-7
Chippewas.
final. But then New Mexico against the Big Ten team actually held their own.
They did.
17-20 overtime final. This is now 9 straight bowl wins for Minnesota. We like to talk about PJ Fleck and all the bowl games.
Yep.
Good for them. They've won 9 straight. That is hard to do.
Yep.
You're the Steelers of college football.
Fucking do.
That's cool though. 9 straight wins.
I picked them. I picked Minnesota.
FIU versus UTSA. 20-57 final. It was close for a little bit. In the first half, it was close.
Yeah.
Actually, picked New Mexico. In our sheet.
Yeah. I changed that and fucking.
That's a good change. So one thing about some of the picks we've made, they've changed, but a lot of them haven't. It's kind of picks we made before the bowl season. But yeah, UTSA, FIU, we both took FIU on that one. It looked good at the first half.
It did.
And we had good reasoning. Willie Simmons had a lot of hype around the team, but it goes back to some of the things I talked about before. A coach preparing for a bowl game for the first time. It's hard. UTSA ran Coastal last year.
Yeah.
They're good in bowl games. Good for the Roadrunners. And then Saturday, BYU. That was a really fun game. BYU was a little comeback in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Yeah. They got to eat the trophy.
Did you see Kalani Sataki fucking scarf down the Pop-Tart?
So that was cool. I love the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Even if it wasn't the most high-scoring game, it was still a fun game. Bear Bachmeier balled out. He was just a hard player.
325 passing.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good game. Yeah. Virginia, Missouri wasn't the most fun game to watch. 13-7 final, but good for Virginia.
Kind of figured Virginia would win this game after all the opt-outs.
It's kind of one of the things we talked about. Who wants it more? Virginia.
Some people, bowl games are Super Bowls to the smaller teams, so they want to win. We'll talk about it more later tonight.
And even with the next game I want to talk about, LSU Houston. LSU fought. That was a really good showing by LSU with all their opt-outs, but
Houston, man.
They kind of fielded a full roster. They had a great season. They had a lot to prove. They came out with it 38-35.
That's one team next year, guys, I would look into is Houston.
Yeah, because the quarterback's coming back. They got a bunch of people coming back. I think Tanner Koziel's going to the draft, but good tight end. They can maybe find another one.
They will.
North Texas, San Diego State was a really fun game, 49-47. It should be a 49-40 final. SDSU scored a late touchdown with maybe 20 seconds left. Mm-hmm. Still a really fun game. Mestamaker played. Hawkins played. That's cool because they're entering the portal.
Yeah.
I knew that the writing was on the wall, but
we knew this was going to happen.
Got a little bit more tape behind them. Pitt versus East Carolina, man.
Didn't fucking figure that out.
Defense just kept bailing out the offense, at least to start, get them that little bit of a cushion. East Carolina, though, that was a really fun game. I took Pitt. I had East Carolina. I was kind of toying around with it, but good for East Carolina. That was a really fun game. Penn State Clemson was not fun. It was a slugfest, mostly because of the rain.
Yeah.
But Penn State, after a pretty atrocious season for their standards, at least comes out with a bowl win.
We should go on some type of a high. Yeah.
Things keep getting worse for Clemson. 22-10 final.
Not a good team this year, unfortunately.
UConn Army.
Didn't expect that. Me specifically.
16-41 final. The reason I went with the Army is, for those who don't know, there's a Navy game coming up too. Players don't opt out for these teams.
Did I actually?
These players play for these teams. You've got a lot of opt-outs. Army, Navy, they won't. So Army, Navy plays Cincinnati. We'll talk about that game in a little bit. And then Miami, Ohio, Fresno State 3-18 final. Fresno State gets their bowl win.
E.J. Warner, is that Kurt Warner's son?
And he's good. And then Monday, App State lost twice now to Georgia Southern this year. Not much to talk about besides that. And then today, Louisiana Tech, they were down 14-6, came back, won 23-14 against Coastal. And Illinois, 2 years in a row, beating a big
SEC team
in a bowl game. That's pretty cool.
Driving down the field, getting the last second field goal, 3 seconds left.
Yeah, and that was a good game. And you could have that same argument even though Tennessee didn't want it, but Joey Aguilar still played. They had some opt-outs with their receivers and some people on defense, but still good win for Illinois. And we just want Illinois to get to the point to where bowl wins aren't all they're playing for.
And they're playing for some fucking college playoffs.
Yeah. So that's a recap of some of the games we have gone on since last episode. And then, of course, we got to have some transfer portal news. Not going to get into detail on every single one because there's so
big
many
names.
But we have to talk about Cam Coleman.
Yep.
Because I think he's the undisputed number one player in the portal.
He is number one.
Stats might not show it, but
player-wise,
he's a great player. He's in the portal. Excited to see where he lands. Right now, they're talking about LSU or Texas.
Yeah, at the moment. I heard Georgia, but Georgia's always in there.
But who knows? The Bama kid might stay in Bama.
I hope he stays in Bama. Selfishly, I want him to go to the winning side of Bama. Go a little up north, buddy.
And then just some other cool ones that you might not have seen. Caleb Hawkins, Mackenzie McGill. They're both running backs. Hawkins was obviously the better running back statistically, but McGill did get a good amount of play time. They're both leaving North Texas with Mestamaker. Alonzo Barnett is leaving JMU. Jalen Rayner, who doesn't have the craziest stats, but he's been about a 3-year starter now for Arkansas State. He's got experience. He's played well at times.
He's out.
He's in the portal.
Yep.
Then Amari Odom, Kansas State's crazy year.
Yep.
Kind of sad. We'll get into this a little bit later too. He's leaving after their best season, especially in the FBS. But, go ball out, go to a different team. A lot of teams could use you.
Do your thing, pimp.
And speaking of that, there is currently a mass exodus at Iowa State. I feel bad.
I don't.
I do.
They're all going to Penn State.
Because that's the program, It's been that way for a while. It's one of those, when you think of, gritty football, always developing players, it's Iowa State.
It's Iowa State.
It's Iowa State, but they're losing 60-plus players to the portal or graduation.
God,
they have 16 on their current roster, and only one is a starter. That's
fucking crazy, dude.
42 of them are in the portal. That's a lot.
Yeah.
There's two sides to this. Side one, which I've been seeing a lot of, this is ruining college football. It's not sustainable.
Yeah.
I can see that side. Side two, though, they can easily use the portal to replace.
Yeah, dude.
It's a new landscape. You have to, remember when Dabo didn't want to use it?
You're stupid,
You have to use it. But also, I want to say, their long-term head coach, Matt Campbell, left abruptly.
Yeah.
Players should also be able to leave abruptly.
Mm-hmm.
Because Matt Campbell's what made Iowa State as we know it.
Yeah.
He's the one that went in and got the 3 stars, developed them, NFL talent, Breece Hall. So, he's the one that did it.
Brock Purdy.
Yeah, and if he leaves, players should go to leave too. And it's just unfortunate that happens to be that many. But also we saw last year with Marshall, and they still had a decent year.
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of it's the double-edged sword where it's if coaches can do it, players should do it. And that's why NIL is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because it's I don't feel bad for players finally getting paid. Get paid. But in the same time, these colleges need to find, it's all about retooling. Mm-hmm. Don't just scalp it and start from scratch again. Retool, find players. Yeah. Just because you have over half of your team that leaves, there's a transfer portal for a fucking reason.
You have all these open spots to start, and you have good players in the transfer portal that are looking for a spot. Iowa State's still a well-known program in the Big 12.
Yeah,
I think they'll be fine.
You talked about Braden Atkinson, the number 1 quarterback out of Mercer, right? Yeah. I mean, he's pretty popular. Go get him, man. Yeah. I mean, there's ways around it. You just got to be better. You got to want it more.
Yeah, that, and when it comes to it, recruiting is important now.
It is. Loyalty. It is.
You know, like that's a more important thing now. But really also too, I'll digress a little bit. Still think there should be a little bit of restrictions on transferring.
I do. I think you should get one free one. Yep.
1 year freebie. 2 year, 4 games. You're out. That second year you transfer.
I feel like every time you transfer,
8.
Yeah.
4th transfer, you gotta sit out of here. And then you can play your 5th year.
Yeah, I think there needs to be some type of checks and balances a little bit more.
A little bit.
Just a little bit more. Because again, I appreciate Dream Estimaker leaving. Like, yeah, you balled out your freshman year, dude. Go and get paid somewhere else.
And
like
he's most likely following the only coach that believed in him.
Probably going to Oklahoma State, yeah.
See, that one completely agree with because some people might argue, oh, you're leaving the school that believed. No, it was the coach that believed.
It's the coach, dude.
The coach brought him in. The coach gave him that start in the bowl game.
Yep.
And the coach started him that whole year. Mm-hmm. So 100% follow your coach.
Or if North Texas really wants him, then pay him.
That too.
Then fucking pay him what he's deserved.
Because that's another thing I talk about with NIL and everything. If a school like Eastern Michigan really wanted to,
pay them.
There's boosters, there's small restaurants in that area. That,
dude, it's a college. They make millions of dollars every year. Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, dude, even look at like Central Michigan, Eastern Michigan, they produce people like Antonio Brown, Max Crosby. They become boosters. Antonio Brown less so, but Max Crosby became a booster.
Khalil Mack, Buffalo.
Yeah.
I mean,
like
fuck.
Like Eastern Michigan's field is named after Crosby.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, it happens. They got money.
I don't feel bad for you.
Not really. But speaking of that, I do want, instead of talking about some of the other players that entered, I want to take a look back at last year's transfer portal and talk about why the grass isn't always green.
Yeah, let me pull it up too, please.
All right,
I got it pulled up. Go ahead.
I got some players on here that just I want to cover, and then if you got any you want to add in,
go ahead.
Because we talk about this all the time, like players transferring. It doesn't always work out. It really doesn't. So I want to start off, Oregon fan, Mekhi Hughes. Back-to-back 1,200-yard rusher.
I was really high on him.
10-plus touchdowns 2 years in a row. I was high on him. He got beat out. He simply lost his job to 3 other running backs.
3 other running backs, yeah.
Yeah, that's as simple as it was.
He's redshirting now.
Yeah, that's good. He's redshirting. He'll probably get back in the portal, but he hasn't yet.
Yep.
So there's a chance he stays.
Yeah.
You know, but that's just showing you the grass is greener. He only has 17 carries on the year,
Absolutely, buddy.
70 yards. Jaden Ott from Cal to Oklahoma.
Was very high on him, too.
I think a lot of people were 12 carries, 68 yards. I did dive a little bit more into him. So apparently he did arrive late to the team. He missed spring ball. He dealt with injuries, but when it came down to it, he didn't live up to expectations. I do remember early in the year, I was watching Oklahoma games, people were talking about him, and they were just saying he wasn't as fast and explosive in practice. They were waiting to get him going, and that just didn't happen.
Really?
Yeah. So, I mean, you could look at it as a change in competition. You could look at a change in confidence, but it didn't work out for Jaden Ott.
Could be a litany of things.
Could be. Again, a lot of these people are offensive because I think positions like corner, if they don't have 5 interceptions.
You're not going to get talked about.
It doesn't mean you're a bad corner.
Absolutely. I agree.
Like another guy I have on here is Nick Anderson from Oklahoma LSU. He was hurt a lot of last year, but when he did play, I don't know if you remember 2 years ago, he's the one that caught the game-winning touchdown pass in the Red River rivalry. Yep. So he was a highly touted portal recruit. Yep. Only 12 catches, 106, 2 touchdowns in 7 games. So it's not like he didn't play.
No, he played.
He played. Noah Thomas, I liked him a lot at Texas A&M. Big body. He's like 6'6" and lanky. He did have 254 and 4 touchdowns, but he had 570 and 8 touchdowns last year.
That's a big boy.
And they didn't use him. They just, Georgia, like they used Zachariah Branch well, which surprised me. Yeah. They were able to get him gadget plays, but Noah Thomas, they didn't air it out downfield for him. He's a big body. You got to air it out a little bit. So, I don't know, I kind of question maybe why he went there. Yeah. Because if he would have stayed on A&M, he could have helped make them have a better season towards the end. He was a good player.
Could have used him.
Rashul Faison, the running back that went from Utah State to South Carolina.
Okay, yeah.
So, he had 96 carries this year. He had 198 last year. His carries dropped by 100. He had 470 yards. He had over 1,000 last year. He is back in the portal. Again, you could argue change of competition. Yeah. But when it came down to it, it was too much of a running back by committee backfield. Yeah. So I don't think that was maybe the best choice.
Probably not.
Sticking with running backs, though, I was really high on him. Kanye Udoh. A surprise transfer from Army.
Surprise transfer.
Yeah, he transferred from Army to Arizona State. He had 1,100 yards and 10 touchdowns last year for Army. Only 240 and 2 touchdowns this year for Arizona State. Rayleigh Brown just kind of took over the running back room.
What the fuck?
But I was really high on him. I was excited for him, because when it comes to Army football, you're allowed to transfer before your junior year.
Just got to get it approved.
No, free transfer. Oh. You can leave. But when your junior hits, you're locked in.
Locked in,
and then you're locked into the service act.
Kanye Udoh.
Yeah. So he got it. He was able to freely transfer. It didn't work out for him. And then maybe a controversial one here is Eric Rivers. I really liked him at FIU last year. He still put up 658 and 2 touchdowns. That's serviceable.
Yes, it is.
But last year he had 1,112 touchdowns.
What the fuck?
If he could have done another season like that, you're looking at the draft. Right now, he's probably looking at the portal again.
Probably.
Or just hoping Georgia Tech has more of a passing offense. That's another thing.
What's up, man?
You got to pick where you're going. Georgia Tech's a running team.
Yeah.
Haynes King is going to run it 20 times a game.
You're going to get your option. Yeah.
You got to...
kind of have to know where you're going.
That's another thing, too. A lot of these players, when they enter the portal...
They just get paid.
Yeah, they're looking for the money. And, good for you. Get your money. Because I don't know if you remember Calzada.
Vaguely, yeah.
Yeah, he was Texas A&M, and then he went to Incarnate Word, and then he went to Kentucky, got benched. Posted a video of him with all his money on his arm, saying, "I don't care, I'm done with football."
Sure you are, buddy.
Like, he got his money, good. If you don't want to play football anymore, fine.
Whatever, bro. Fuck off.
Still, you got to take these things into consideration.
Yeah.
Is there any you want to talk about?
Yeah, a couple. I mean, Eric Singleton, I was really high on. That's another grass isn't always greener. I mean, both the teams. I mean,
he kind of put up similar stats than he did last year.
But if you want to talk about like a team like Georgia Tech, I would say performed better than Auburn, in my opinion. Yeah, hold on, let me pull up this list.
That's a good one. I mean, because like there's other guys like Horatio Fields.
Yeah, he's in the portal again.
Yeah.
I mean. Grass isn't always greener. Hold on. I didn't have a fucking... Damn it. I mean, Baron Brown, I was really high on. He kind of had
He's similar stats. Yeah. I think we just had higher expectations for him. But he put up a similar stat line. He did leave Kentucky.
Yeah.
Went to LSU. Had better team, even if it wasn't the best.
I think that's just LSU throwing money around.
Same with Dane Key from Kentucky. He had similar stat line. Nebraska,
I really don't have a whole lot to talk about in the negative side, but I can talk about like players that performed well. In the last.
See, that's the thing too. A ton of players performed well. I'm kind of nitpicking here, especially when it comes to like players that didn't perform as they did the year before. Because a ton played well. I mean, we talked about it with Texas Tech's both of their DNs.
Yeah.
Transferred in, amazing.
David Bailey out of Stanford. Yeah.
And then Romello Height, amazing seasons. And then like other guys like Isaiah World played great for Oregon. Yeah. OT out of Nevada. And then that played into what the Nevada head coach said. Like, hey, come here for a year or two, and then you might make $8 million from Oregon. Yeah. Like, do it. Going backtracking a little bit, that's a way these small schools can still recruit.
Absolutely.
Come here. Like, because what they want is a conference championship.
Yeah, dude.
Give me a conference championship. Go.
And if Nevada is developing and then their players are leaving and they're still good at like blue chip schools, it says something about the lower schools that they can produce high level prospects.
I mean, even look at Ahmad Hardy. Yeah. This year from ULM.
Fluff Bothwell.
Fluff Bothwell had a great year. Yeah. Like, you just look at guys like this. So that's why I do like the portal, because honestly, and this is nothing against you if you don't watch South Alabama, if you don't watch ULM.
We're not expecting you guys
to. But you might not know these guys.
Yeah.
And maybe,
I'm trying to get a little bit more educated this year about the transfer portal with always the stars are the main thing. Like I want to know who's number one. And I knew who Cam Coleman was, but I want to know the players coming out of like Georgia Southern, as Cam just said.
Which Victor Snow.
Yeah, Victor. Yeah, I know who the fuck that is.
He might be exciting wherever he ends.
Hopefully he is.
So the portal, again, pros and cons. Pros and cons. But that's our little part on the portal. There's a slight coaching news.
Slight.
Chip Kelly, he's back.
Who gives a shit?
Oh, see it.
It's that Stone Cold Steve Austin quote, or Bill Goldberg from fucking Longest Yard. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Not the most exciting, but he's back.
He's a fucking idiot.
Last time he was in college football, he won a natty.
As an OC.
Yeah, he won a natty.
I think the team won him that, not the fucking...
Hey, the play call was there, man. It has to be there.
Poopy.
And then Marcus Freeman signed an extension, got flamed for his hairline, because they're saying it's painted on.
Boy.
In the call.
Boy. So one thing I do want to actually talk about specifically with me is I gave him my picks for college football last week. That starts tomorrow. So Cam.
Oh, the playoffs?
Just the resuming of the college football playoffs. And what are your picks for the 4 games that we have? The 1 tomorrow and then the 3 on New Year's Day. If you want to run it by me, por favor. Maybe we can talk about that just a little bit.
Yeah, we'll do playoffs, and then we'll do the rest of the bowl.
There you go. So let's start with the December 31st, 6:30 p.m. game, Miami.
The Cotton Bowl?
Ohio State, yeah.
At AT&T Stadium?
Yeah. 9.5-point favorites, Ohio State is.
I'm taking Ohio State.
Yeah, I did too. If Miami gradually pulls us out of their ass, and I don't want to talk a whole lot, I want to talk a whole lot. I'll love it, but I don't see it happening. Short, sweet for me, because I already talked about it last episode.
I think Miami can win.
Yeah.
And again, I don't want to live too much in the past, but we saw it last year with Michigan.
Yeah.
On the clock, dominating the trend.
The run game, yeah.
And that's what they did against Texas A&M.
If they can get Malachi Tony in that like Tony package that they have, I could see them pulling away a little bit. But again, I just think Ohio State's defense is just so fucking tough. So.
It is. So I did end up. So I took Miami against Texas A&M as a pick. I switched. It was a kind of a spur of the moment thing.
There you go.
I just stopped feeling confident in Texas A&M.
Well, they lost the 2 games that were meaningful for them.
I stopped feeling confident, so I did pick Miami, but I did not expect Miami to dominate the trenches like they did.
Yeah.
Because I've talked multiple times this year on this podcast about Texas A&M's run game.
You have
been good.
You have.
But Miami just shut it down.
They did.
They just knew what was coming. They were able to. It's like a 3-headed monster with that run game. They were able to stop it.
You're absolutely correct. And that being at College Station,
it's a road game.
I could see possibly Miami for that too. Like it doesn't matter where they play. Like they won. So I mean it'll be harder. It's not like it's it's at Arlington, so it's at a neutral site. So I don't know. We'll see.
All these games are gonna be neutral.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one I'm rocking with Ohio State. I'm not even gonna say I'm super confident that Miami can pull this off.
We'll just see, man.
I'm taking Ohio State simply because when it comes to playoffs, especially, again, don't want to live in the past, but Ohio State turns it on.
They do.
So I'm gonna go with Ohio State here.
Now let's do in order.
Yeah, we'll do an order. So the Orange Bowl.
Yes.
At Hard Rock, not my favorite location for a playoff game.
The Miami.
I'm gonna take Oregon.
Yeah.
Yes, they're my team.
Yeah.
Yes, they're my team.
Have some confidence in it, dude.
I don't care about last week with 34 points to JMU.
Who cares?
Because the second half, they took their foot off the gas. They had backups in. JMU balled. Credit to them.
Yeah.
Credit to them. Because in the first half, game was over.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So I'm going to rock with Oregon specifically because of the run game. Texas A&M, great defense.
Yeah.
They have the edge. They're the edge for sure. But I don't know if they've necessarily handled 3 good running backs.
Maybe not. Maybe because like when one gets tired, the other one's coming in, and can that defense hold out just enough to where that? Yeah, I don't know, dude.
My only other edge to Oregon here is gonna be Lanning.
Yeah,
it's gonna be Lanning.
Jerry Maguire.
He's been in enough big games now.
You make good points.
And we saw it last year. Oregon dominated the regular season.
Yeah, dude. They were number one for a reason.
Get to your first playoff prep.
Big Ten championship.
Came out so flat.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe Texas Tech comes out flat like that.
You never know. It's shame on me. I forgot who I picked this fucking one.
I think you took Texas Tech.
Did I?
And
that's fine. Yeah.
Their defense is just insane.
That's the reason why I just keep picking them. Their defense is.
Though, I'm gonna trust Dante Moore here to not make stupid decisions.
He doesn't.
He hasn't yet.
No.
And again, Penn State didn't have the best season, but still going into Penn State at night and just looking calm and collected. Crowd noise didn't affect them. There's still 110,000 people. I don't care if the team isn't as good as we thought.
Don't matter.
Still 110,000 people.
Absolutely, buddy.
And this isn't a road game like that.
No.
It's a neutral site. Yeah,
yes, it is.
I think Oregon will travel well, but Texas Tech's probably gonna travel well too. But I'm gonna trust in Dante. I'm gonna trust in Dan Lanning.
There you go.
I'm gonna roll with the Ducks.
Yeah, I like it. Good. That's good, man. That's a good. I like your pick.
Yeah.
All right, the Rose Bowl. 3 p.m.
The Rose Bowl. I actually really like this matchup, especially for the Rose Bowl.
It's a good one.
This, to me, though, should have been the night game.
I agree. They just love Georgia so much. And I can't talk about Indy or Alabama because they love Alabama, too, with night games. But if I had to get that, I would put it at 7 p.m., too.
So, for me, though, when I think Rose Bowl, I think at least one Big Ten team.
There you go.
And Indiana, man. I don't want to get too deep into that, but I think this game should have been the night game.
Yeah.
Rose Bowl, Big Ten team, SEC. SEC doesn't always play in the Rose Bowl, at least historically. Yeah. And we've had some great Rose Bowls, especially in the playoff era. Yeah. So I think this should have been that game. But other than that, I'm going to go with Indiana.
That's good.
Here. But the thing is, going back to playoff experience, DeBoer has it. He has it with Washington.
Mm-hmm.
He has the experience. I would absolutely not be surprised if Alabama wins.
So I talked about this last week. I like this matchup a lot. I'm almost positive I picked my team. I don't really know. I might have tight-roped them. Anyway, I'm going to just talk again and reiterate what I said. I think both of these teams still have something to prove, and that's why I love this matchup out of the 4 games, honestly, because people are still doubting number 1 Indiana.
And they're still doubting Alabama.
And they're still doubting Alabama now that Nick Saban's gone, because it's DeBoer's team now. It's not Saban's, and DeBoer finally has his guys in, is getting the team he wants and playing how he wants it. Like, my point being, it's like both these teams have something to prove. I don't care who wins. Obviously, I want my team selfishly to win. I want Alabama to win wholeheartedly. If they can win the whole thing, that's fucking fine. Gravy. But I think just the matchup and, like, what I want to see happen in both teams playing for something, that's what I like about this matchup. So
I think this is a really fun game. Getting down, like, because, like, Elijah Stratt's back, Omar Cooper's back. It's 2 great receiving cores. It's 2 solid quarterbacks. Obviously, I give the edge to Fernando here.
Yeah, I would too. Naturally,
Running game, though, it's pretty even.
I would give it to Indiana a little bit more.
Okay, only for the trenches. The trenches for Indiana on both sides of the ball is a little bit better,
yeah.
The DBs and the DBs, I don't know. I really like D'Angelo Pons for Indiana. But the linebacking core, I also really like Alabama's linebacking core.
I think both teams are very similar in how they play. And this is a test for Indiana because, again, no SEC bias, but, again, there's levels to this shit. I'm hoping they can perform. Like, Ohio State ain't no pushover either, and they beat them. Yeah. So good on you. And Ohio State is a fucking good team. So, like, you beat Indiana or you beat Alabama, like, there's no team. If Indiana wins and they play Georgia, I'll rock with fucking Indiana. Are you kidding me?
See, like, selfishly, I would love to see an Oregon-Alabama matchup.
I would too.
In the next round, that'd be really awesome.
Yeah.
Because I think they've only played each other twice in history.
I was about to say, I don't even think they played each other.
Maybe once, maybe none. Either way,
I gotta look this up. Keep talking.
Actually, they've never played. They've never played in history, so that'd be cool. But that's the game I'm most excited for, is Alabama versus Indiana, I think, for that one.
Yeah, I agree.
But
no.
They've never. Yeah.
No.
And then next, the Sugar Bowl.
This is the game I'm least excited for.
Ole Miss, Georgia. Georgia's 6.5 favorite.
I picked Ole Miss.
My bias is wanting me to pick Ole Miss.
I'm so sick and tired of Georgia.
I'm too. My bias wanted me to pick Ole Miss, especially with all Lane Kiffin stuff. But shout out Hunter. He kind of.
Yeah, shout out Hunter, man.
Some good tidbits, some good points.
Put us back down from the mountain.
Kirby knows the fucking playoffs. Kirby is a good coach.
He is.
Alabama's his kryptonite. Ole Miss is not Alabama. That's why.
Let me checks and balance this again. It's hard to beat the same team twice. I'm not saying that Lane Kiffin being there is gonna like put him an edge or anything. Like Pete Golding, like good for beating Tulane. Like I don't care if it's against Tulane. My point being, it's like it's hard to beat the same team twice. We'll see if it happens. But I don't know.
Prep for a playoff.
It does matter, and you are correct.
But they got through the last one. I think that's good.
Yeah.
That they had that matchup versus Tulane because that was kind of like an easier prep.
Absolutely.
Let's get ready. Let's get our guys on the field. Let the ball out. And they won handedly.
Absolutely.
So that was good. That was a good little experience, a little test for him. So I really want Ole Miss to win.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to take Georgia.
Yeah.
But I don't want Georgia.
It's okay. It's okay.
But, and then, to end it real quick, I do want to talk about the FCS championship.
I talked about that
Illinois State.
I talked about it, yeah.
12-4 versus Montana State, 13-2. Montana State's a 10-point favorite. This is actually played at Vandy Stadium, which is kind of cool. So Montana State lost last year to North Dakota State. They last won the FCS championship in 1984 over Louisiana Tech.
Holy
shit. When Tech was an FCS team. And Illinois State last made it in 2014 and also lost to North Dakota State.
Also lost to North Dakota State, yeah.
And I think Illinois State lost to North Dakota State by 2.
It's Carson Wentz.
Yeah, Montana State lost to North Dakota State by 3. Mm-hmm. So, I obviously want Illinois State to win.
Yeah, I said that last week too, and I talked about this. I had to give a little shout out to the Redbirds. But my point in this is people are counting out Illinois State. They are on a Cinderella run.
They're Cinderella.
100% Cinderella. So that's why I'm giving them the edge.
That's cool.
People are still counting them out.
That's cool.
And
I like that.
If they win, fuck yeah, I'd love that. I mean, we're around them. People can use context clues for that. But if they don't, I still think it's a win for them regardless.
Yeah, no, this is awesome. It's an awesome season for them. Excited for that. It's on a Monday, unfortunately, like they all are.
Yeah.
But with that, I do actually have 2 topics.
Go ahead.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
Some friends have brought up. One's from Hunter as well.
What'd Hunter say?
How do you feel that the...
Hunter asked this for me?
For me, and I'm bringing it to you.
Okay.
How do you feel that the Rose Bowl is not a semifinal game? The semifinal games, I believe, are the Citrus Bowl.
Hold on, yeah.
And the Fiesta Bowl.
So I completely want it to be a semifinal game.
Yeah.
It should be.
I didn't even think about that. It's a really good point. Like the Cotton Bowl, the Orange Bowl, the Rose Bowl, the Sugar Bowl, those are all huge bowls. historically speaking.
So the fact that the Fiesta's okay, it's okay. Like it has been around for a while. I think has it.
The Rose Bowl's college football.
The Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, no, get it the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, the Peach Bowl has been around for a while, but the fact that Chick-fil-A is paying for that.
So I don't know. So my
Rose Bowl all the way needs to be a semi.
My response to him was, "Dang it, I think about that.
Dang it,
I do wish that.
I do too."
But then I kind of thought, on the other hand, I think they might have put the Rose Bowl in the quarterfinals because no matter what, the Rose Bowl is going to get attention.
Well,
and then no matter what, the semifinals are going to get attention.
True, and I think last year, Oregon and Ohio State, that was a Rose Bowl, and it was
for the first
for
the
yes,
quarterfinals.
yeah. Huh.
Just an interesting thing. And then another thing that I think is funny, especially if we have Michigan fans listening.
Hope we do.
It's a bit of a comparison between Bryce Underwood and Mississippi State's freshman Kamario Taylor that no one wants to talk about. So Bryce Underwood had a total of 367 plays this year.
Mm-hmm.
With that, he had 9 touchdowns, 6 picks.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
He had a completion percentage of 61.1 and a QB rating of 131.
Okay.
All right. Kamario Taylor only had 119 plays this year. With that, he off 388 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. So only 5 more touchdowns.
Jesus.
3 times the plays. All right. Completion percentage wasn't that crazy. He had a little bit higher QB rating. And then rushing wise.
Okay.
Bryce Underwood ran the ball 74 times for 323. Kamario Taylor ran it 64 times for 395. Kamario Taylor had 2 more rushing touchdowns.
What the fuck is this?
He had 1 TD every 10.8 plays. Whereas Bryce Underwood had 1 TD every 32.6 plays.
The fuck?
So I think what they're trying to get at here is if Kamario Taylor had a full season, he would have outshined Bryce Underwood.
Yeah.
The $10 million quarterback.
A $10 million quarterback.
I just want to bring that up. I thought that was interesting.
Interesting, my boy.
Because, we've talked about Bryce Underwood very infrequently on this podcast.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't given us anything to talk about.
Well, $10 million, one of the highest paid, if the highest paid quarterback. Like, I get it, he was a freshman, true starting freshman at Michigan. Like, you didn't perform bad, you didn't perform well.
I would say he underperformed.
Yes.
9 passing touchdowns.
Yeah. And who's to say 9?
That's it on the season.
That's fucking
6
terrible,
picks.
Cameron.
I don't care if Michigan's a run-heavy team. That's bad. And
it
then 5
matter.
rushing touchdowns. So 14 total touchdowns. $10 million. It's almost $1 million a touchdown.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Bad.
Jesus. I saw a picture of Bryce Underwood on a roller coaster with Arch Manning, and it was like, how much money is invested in this fucking picture right here? I was like, not enough, because y'all fucking aren't performing too well.
At least Arch would get touchdowns, though. Like, Arch, he still had a good season. Yeah. It's just his expectations are so high. For some reason, prices aren't that high. They should be higher. I don't care if you're a true freshman. I just want to
You were the number 1 recruit last year. Mm-hmm. Act like it.
You got paid
$10 million by Dave Portnoy to fucking sway to flip from LSU to fucking Michigan. He might leave too. You never know.
He said he's staying. He's probably gonna play in the bowl game.
I also saw a thing about Ryan Williams is staying too. People are trying to persuade him.
And he's gonna stay.
He's gonna.
He had a sophomore slump. He's gonna.
Well, now his legacy is at Alabama. He doesn't want to leave.
I think his junior year's gonna be a lot better.
Because people are talking about Jeremiah Smith leaving. That Miami almost had him too.
That was in recruiting.
Well, I'm talking about like they're still trying to buy him.
Yeah, that's always gonna happen.
I know. It's just like you've established your legacy at a place. Don't leave. Yeah. Like you've made yourself there. Same with Ryan. Same with fucking Jeremiah. So anyway, I'm getting on a soapbox, but
no, that's good. And before we finally wrap it up, we're gonna just go over the upcoming games because bowl season's almost over, sadly. No. So we got the Valero Alamo Bowl right now.
Yeah, it's going on. We're watching it.
9-point favorites. It's at the Alamo Dome. A lot of opt-outs for USC. Jaden Miles was playing, but the receivers are out.
Is he going to declare?
No, I think he's staying.
Oh, is he? Oh, good for him.
And then tomorrow we have the ReliaQuest Bowl, which is at Raymond James Stadium.
It's the New Year's 4, right? Or 5?
6,
yeah.
It's Iowa versus Vandy. Iowa head coach Kirk Ferentz says he expects a fully intact roster.
Mark Gronowski.
Everyone playing. Mm-hmm. But really the only opt-out for Vandy is Eli Stowers. Pavia seems to be playing.
I'm picking Vandy.
He was there. I mean, I know Iowa is one of those Minnesota teams. You know, they're good in bowl games, but I'm still picking Vandy, especially Pavia's.
Vandy's 5.5-point favorites.
Yeah. Then we got the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl, which I love because UTEP Stadium is never full during the season, but people
and that gets full.
Because it's a beautiful stadium.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. So it's Arizona State versus Duke. Duke is 3.5.
Absolutely. I'm picking Duke.
Yeah, I think
Darren Mintz is playing. Sam Levitt's probably leaving.
No, he's out. Jeff Sims is starting.
Duke all the way.
Jordan Tyson and Rayleigh Brown. Rayleigh Brown is the starting running back.
Duke all the way.
So I think I'm picking Duke. Cheez-It Citrus Bowl, Michigan versus Texas. I'm picking Texas.
I am too, but even with the opt-outs they've had, they don't have any running back.
No. Well, they're their top 3 opt-out. They still have running backs on the roster.
I'll pick Texas too.
But Arch is playing.
I'll pick Texas.
I'll pick Texas. Just like we talked about Underwood. And with their whole coaching stuff, it's bad scene. It's bad scene. It's
bad juju, buddy.
But we just saw with Ohio State.
Kyle Whittingham getting a job after saying he was
right. That is
after he retired. He got the job at Michigan.
He didn't retire though.
Thought he did.
No, apparently he just walked away.
Oh.
Yeah, because apparently he walked away, and then in a post interview, he said, "I'm not done."
Jeez, okay.
So maybe his time at Utah was just done.
Maybe he can get Michigan back to true form. And I saw a thing about how much do you hate Ohio State, and I don't know. I forgot what he said.
I didn't see that.
It's a basic question when Ohio State QB.
I did see a little bit of an awkward interaction with the AD though. He went to shake the AD's hand. The AD missed it.
That's awkward and fucking weird.
But I'm rooting for him. I like him. So
Abso-freaking-lutely, buddy.
I'm happy for him. But speaking of Utah, they're playing the Las Vegas Bowl against Nebraska at Allegiant Stadium. Emmett Johnson is the biggest opt-out for Nebraska. Obviously,
Raiola.
He's been hurt, though. He's been hurt.
Utah all the way.
So
Utah's 14-point favorites.
Yeah, but this one feels a little trappy to me.
Yeah, all right, then say
I'm not picking Nebraska. I'm just saying for those out there who want to at least take the spreads, feeling a little trappy. Because Utah opt-outs are Spencer Fano, his brother Logan Fano, who's a DN, another left tackle who played 823 snaps this year. So they're out there 2 top tackles. They're out one of their good defensive ends.
Mm-hmm.
Dampier said he will play, and they have a list of other opt-outs, more depth pieces. But this is one of those things in bowl games, Matt Rule, I think, over Utah's.
Yeah, Matt Rule bowl game.
So that's the only reason I think it's a little trappy. But other than that, then we got Friday. We got the Armed Forces Bowl. Texas State's 14.5-point favorites over Rice. I am rocking with this all the way. It's at TCU Stadium. Rice's quarterback is in the portal. He's not playing. They're a 5-7 team without their starting quarterback. And for Texas State, no starters have opted out this time.
I'll pick Texas State.
So I'm rocking with Texas State. Liberty Bowl, Navy versus Cincinnati. Cincy has 12 guys in the portal.
Navy.
6 of them are starters.
Their
1
quarterback.
on offense, obviously Sorsby. 5 on defense. Their depth chart at corner, I know Navy doesn't throw the ball a lot. They have 3 corners.
Jesus.
Going into this game. So they're going to have to play some safeties. They're going to play someone else at corner.
Somebody's going to have to move.
Everyone's hurt or in the portal.
Uh-huh.
So I'm taking Navy. They're only 7-point favorites. Surprising. We saw what they did last year. I took them last year against Oklahoma. They won 21-7. And they were 10-point underdogs. So I'm rocking with Navy again. People aren't opting out for Navy. They're going to play. Holiday Bowl should be a fun one.
I'm really excited for this.
Because most starters are playing for both teams. Both teams.
They've been hyping this game up a lot.
I'm excited. It's Arizona SMU. Quarterbacks are playing. Running backs play. Wide receiver defense is playing. This should be a really fun game. It's at San Diego State Stadium, which is a beautiful stadium. Mm-hmm. So it'll be a really fun game. Arizona's 2.5-point favorites. I think I'm going to take Arizona.
I'm picking Arizona. My boy Fafita. All the way.
SMU is disappointing me.
They've been anticlimactic.
I'm saying I hold a grudge on them for 2 years ago. They went to a bowl game as 9-point favorites and lost a shitty Boston College.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah, so I still remember that SMU, so I'm taking Arizona. And then finally, for the last bowl game, Duke's Mayo Bowl. The coach gets dumped in mayo if they win. Disgusting.
Never.
Wake Forest versus Mississippi State. Mississippi State's 3-point favorite. I'm actually going to take Mississippi State, especially because I think Claiborne is opting out. Because of the draft.
They're running back?
Yeah, they're a good running back. It's at the Panther Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Mississippi State 5-7 team, but we saw what they did against some good teams.
Dan Levy.
They were so close to being at least 6-6.
If Fluff is playing too, and
I think most of Mississippi State is playing from when I checked.
I'm gonna pick Mississippi State too. And I like Wake Forest. They had some major upsets. They were good this year, but I just think with the opt outs, it's Mississippi State.
And again, I understand Claiborne's opt out if he's going to the draft.
You don't want to play.
The Duke's Mayo Bowl, last bowl of the season. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not mad at him for opting out.
I agree.
But I do think Mississippi State takes this one.
I agree, buddy.
And with that, to wrap it up real quick, just current bowl records. Kale and I are tied 19-12. And then there's 3 people that we track that are 20-11. So we're down by 1 game.
We're not doing too bad.
People. No, not doing too bad at all. I mean, most of these we try to pick upsets. That's another thing.
You got it, man.
We try to rock upsets, and some of them haven't hit. Like for me, Missouri State didn't hit. Kennesaw State got fucked by Western Michigan.
Fucked in the ass.
So, it happens every now and then. FIU, we both took that. But yeah, so that's our pick there.
Yeah, that's
all I got.
That's it. Honestly, I want to talk a little bit more. Cam and I have done 30 episodes. That's a huge milestone for Cam and I. It seems like yesterday that we just started this podcast, but him and I doing 30 episodes is awesome. So I want to give ourselves a little bit of a pat on the back. We're going to continue to talk all things college football and NFL because we love it and it's awesome. And as I said before, we're going to have an episode on Thursday after New Year's when we're fucking hungover and all this fun shit. It'll be great. Can't wait. But yeah, that's it from the podcast from Saturdays to Sundays. We love y'all. We'll see you on Thursday. Bye-bye.